Welcome back, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, plants and minerals,
Yeah, we
robots,
don't
AIs,
discriminate.
AIs that are crawling our content for
Yeah.
training material.
This
Welcome.
is
We
it.
welcome our new AI overlords. Yeah.
Can't wait.
This is really where you're going to get trained.
Exactly, because if you can get us
real shit.
if you can get us to do something, then you've made it. Yeah, because we don't want to do anything anyway. We probably shouldn't mention that. Oh, wow.
Just waiting for the AIs to do this show for us.
We're just cruising
and give it
at this point.
Give us all the money.
Yeah,
so we can
have
a life. How are you, my rotund little friend?
I am. I'm good and not good. Me personally, I'm doing okay, but I've got a 18 years and a half-year-old cat that's going to go. She's not going to make it to Thanksgiving. And my daughters are trying to.
That's some old pussy.
My daughters are trying to will her on, maybe for another 18 years. I don't know. And I've had to explain the facts of life to them. Like, she's going to go, and you got to be ready for this.
Oh, not this facts of life?
No.
I think Kiki already knows those facts of life.
Anyway, yeah, I'm uncomfortable all of a sudden. Anyway, so I've got a cat that's
D'Angelo comes over.
About to be. Angelo's a generational. Anyway, yeah, so I got a dead pussy. How are you?
Dead pussy.
Almost dead. Practically dead pussy.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah,
that's
sad.
sad.
Is sad. She's part of the family.
18 years.
Yep.
You've had the cat the whole time?
Yep. We got her in a shelter, and she's had a good life. She's had anybody. Well, anybody who's connected to me, they feel the magic. They feel the love. No, she's had a good life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I've never seen you pat this cat once.
I'm not a cat person.
Don Corleone style.
No.
Never seen you with a cat on your lap. 18 years you've had the cat. I've had you as a pet for 15 years.
Right.
12 years.
Well, yeah.
And I've never seen this alleged cat pet of yours.
I'll tell you what, I told the kids this: if you shave it completely hairless, I can do like a James Bond villain.
Girls,
I would.
If you shave your pussy,
then I would be.
Daughters, come here. Let me tell you, if you shave your pussy, then I will pat it.
That's right. Until then,
this is Virginia. I have standards.
So uncomfortable right now. Let's move on to something else.
Let's talk about Michelangelo.
Please, God.
The last time he was young, he was a prodigy.
Probably
he did
hot.
the Battle of the Centaurs.
Yeah. Male nude.
Relief.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying that seems to be a theme of his as we go on. Please continue.
But then in 1492, at the age of 43, his patron, his new daddy, whose house he is living, Lorenzo de Medici, died.
Yep.
Possibly from a rare disorder called acromegaly,
which is
acromegaly. Excessive secretion of the growth hormone.
Oh, okay.
Judging by some of his reported symptoms and later analysis of his skeleton and death mask. Possibly poisoned by the Pope. We don't know. But he was succeeded by his son Piero the Unfortunate. I think at the time when we were doing this in the series, I called you Ray the Unfortunate, and that seems to track. Not very popular, Piero, in Florence, and Savonarola was at peak power in Florence at the time. Remember, he visited Lorenzo de Medici and gave him the last rites, and Lorenzo supposedly confessed his sins to Savonarola. And, and Mickey the Angel is about 17 when all this is going on and doesn't really know what to do. He could have stayed at the palazzo of the Medici, I guess, in theory.
Awkward? Would it have been
a little bit awkward?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So he returned to his father's house.
Yeah.
And lived there for a little while they tried to figure out, like, the Medici after the death of, like, the Medici, as we know from previous episodes. Well, you know, they were popular. They also had enemies, including popes who tried to kill them and tried to kill Lorenzo. The Pope tried to kill Lorenzo at the Easter massacre
In a
few years
church.
earlier.
Yeah.
Killed his brother, but yeah, in the church,
Yeah,
in the Duomo, I think it was.
Yeah.
So, you know, now that the top dog is gone, not really sure, and Savonarola's on the rise, not really sure how the Medici are going to go. And I think they probably said to him, listen, son, it's probably not safe around here. You should probably go back to your family for a while until we figure out how things are going to play out.
Yeah. Can I just mention that not only was Lorenzo the leader of Florence, not only was he
the leader of the pack,
not only that, not only was he Michelangelo's patron, where he exposed this young man, this boy, whatever, to a lot of different parts of humanist thought and things like that, which affects his art. But we have to remember, and I'm sure we covered this, but I think it's worth repeating, that Lorenzo brought about the Treaty of Lodi, which was a peace agreement to end the wars in Lombardy between the Venetian Republic and the Duchy of Milan. And so this was signed on April 9th, 1454. It kind of ends with his death in 1492. So there was roughly 40 years of relative peace in this region. And of course, it's that kind of peace that allows the Renaissance in and of itself to blossom and for people to focus on art versus throwing tons of cash away on various renting soldiers, mercenaries, buying weapons, building weapons. So again, so this giant is now gone. But as far as our story is concerned, yeah, Michelangelo, who was really, really, really trying to avoid the just being one of many sculptors, he's trying to stay on top of it because he's had this taste of a nice life, which his father purposefully put him on that track. He's trying to avoid the 9 to 5, if you will. He's trying to find another patron because one of the big ones is now gone. And like you said, for now, he's not sure what to do. So he goes back to daddy's house. He's like, I'm going to give it a think. I'll keep myself busy, but for right now, I don't want to have to punch a clock. I'm going to see if I can find me another Lorenzo. And like you just said, his son that takes over, not of his father's caliber, could not lead a herd of wild elephants out of a wet bag. So, and again, like you said, 2 years after this moment, the religious fanatics take over Florence and they lose it. So it's a dark time for the Medici and also for Michelangelo himself, because he's kind of got to start over from scratch.
Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition, yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping, out on the street and the stuff starts jumping with the folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make living, barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it.
We are in the wrong business. Anyway,
hey, R.I.P. Ace Frehley, who wrote that song. Dolly ripped it off. R.I.P. Ace Frehley. You a Kiss fan?
Love Kiss. I had the albums back in the 70s and the early 80s. Yes, I love Kiss.
Fuck, Kiss in the 70s, man. Like that. What a time to be alive.
Peak. Peak.
My dad. I remember my dad. Took my first Kiss tape that I had, which I think was, don't know which album it was, honestly. One of their early albums, and threw it in the bin and said it was satanistic.
That's why I listened to it, Father. No, but yeah, you put on some makeup and you spit fire and you do blood. People are gonna think you're devilish. They just are.
It was probably Unmasked or something like that with like, I was made for loving you. I'm like, really? Oh. Satan, I was made for loving you? So satanistic, so satanic. I was made for loving you. It's a disco track, dude.
Yes, it was. Oh yeah. Do you know the story behind that one?
And
they brought in a producer, and he was really not the right fit for them. And he and Paul Stanley got into an argument about. Paul said it's harder to write a rock song that's a hit than a disco song, because all you got to do is have some cool music and silly lyrics. And the guy goes, "Okay, well, let's see you do it, smart ass." I Was Made for Loving You was the result of that, and fucking love that song. I didn't dance to it. I did not. Right. I cannot stress this enough. Did not dance to it, but I certainly loved it.
Did you roller skate to it?
I'd roller skated to a lot of Eddie Money, but yeah, there was some Kiss. This was in South Carolina, but yeah, there was some Kiss.
When I was a kid, like early 80s, you go to a skating rink, which is what we did back in the day, kids.
That was our rap.
And that always came on. I Was Made for Loving You.
Loved it.
Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles.
Oh, yeah.
I Was Made for Loving You. They were the DJ at the skating rink. Always had those on.
Best.
And I saw this morning that one of the two guys from Soft Cell died this morning.
Right. I know the name.
Dave Bell.
Right. Dave Bell from Soft Cell.
Soft Cell, yeah. Dave Bell, who was half of Soft Cell. Dave Ball from Soft Cell.
Was he soft or cell? You said he was half.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to answer that.
I'm not sure. They never revealed which one
important.
Was the soft and which one was the cell.
It's not important. Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, he was born Paul. He's born to a single mother, and he was given the name Paul.
Right.
So he was Paul Ball, but then he was adopted and given the name David Ball. Oh, maybe Paul Ball was his I don't know adopted name. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. It was a cover.
Right.
Tainted Love. Tainted Love was a cover. Mm-hmm. They didn't write it. The original is pretty good. It was like a R&B track by an American soul singer, Gloria Jones.
Okay.
And they Soft Cell took it in 1981, did a new wave pop version of it. Great song. Dun 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 dun.
Whoa!
Sometimes I feel I got to run away. I've got to get away.
We are in the wrong fucking business. This is our last show because we're gonna launch our band.
Yeah, we're gonna be huge stars. Hey, I always loved that track. I remember when it came out, 1981. I was around, and great track. It's always been in my playlist ever since. So
I think I pulled something.
Shout out to Dave Ball.
Yes.
Whether you were soft or whether you were cell,
it doesn't matter.
Well done.
Yes. So Mickey
created something.
So Michelangelo's 17, and he's back.
Oh, yeah,
back
that's what we're doing.
Dad's had, looking for something to do.
And he's walking around, and Dad obviously. Dad works near the mines,
right?
And he sees this big block of marble.
My son would love that. Around. Yeah.
He goes, Mickey says to his dad, "What are you doing with this?" He goes, "It's been lying there for years.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's just a big block of shitty marble." He goes, "Can I have it?" All right.
You want
just
that?
Don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stay off the Xbox and you can have the big block of marble,
Please.
son.
Yes.
Marble was the Xbox of the 1490s.
Yes. For the elite.
So he began sculpting a life-size Hercules out of this block of marble that had been sitting there for years.
Why not? Because, it's amazing. Now, let me ask you this, because I came across something, not that I did a lot of research, so don't raise your expectations. let me see if I can find this from the website michelangeloreport.blogspot.com says, in 1492, at the age of 17, Michelangelo carved the first freestanding over life-size statue to be created in 1500 years. So I'm like, that doesn't sound right to me.
Wow.
But it was wrong, but it wasn't wrong by much. Freestanding statues were just starting to come back, and they had only been recently done like Donatello's David, the first freestanding nude statue cast in bronze since antiquity. So again, I don't know if it was they had lost that technique or it's hard because stone is so heavy, and if you just have two legs, the whole thing might crumble. So that statement wasn't 100% accurate, but the spirit of it, the meaning of it is close. So there's this kid's got nothing to do. He gets a big block of marble, and supposedly, according to this, he takes a chance by going, I'm going to do something that hasn't been done in a long time. And maybe, I don't know if it's technique that's been lost or whatever. But I'm going to try this because it's either life size or a little bit larger than life size of stone, which means it's going to be very, very heavy. And again, he's 17. He probably has all the time in the world, all the energy in the world. And he puts himself into this project.
Speaking of Donatello,
Yeah.
I just learned something the other day.
Please tell.
His Twinkie statue of David, with a little sword, and he's standing there with his hand on his hip and a little helmet on.
An attitude.
I found out that the David di Donatello Awards is a thing in Italian cinema. Basically, the Italian Oscars are the David di Donatello Awards. Instead of getting an Oscar statue, you get a copy of Donatello's David.
That's not bad.
A golden copy of that. That is the Italian Oscars.
See, they do everything better.
I don't know how I got this far in my life without knowing that. But yeah, they're not fucking around.
No, that's pretty classy. Pretty classy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back to Mickey the Angel. So, he's lived with the top tier of nobility in Florence. He's not going back to living in the sticks.
He can't.
And he's certainly not going to join that class of professional artists that work in dirty workshops with other dirty artists and have to compete for commissions all that kind of nonsense.
Fuck that. Sorry.
So he's looking around for a new opportunity, a new patron. He's confident, I think, in his own genius that somebody's going to sweep him up and get him back to the life to which he has become accustomed. But meantime, he wants to devote himself to the study of anatomy.
Yeah, and there's only one way.
There's only one. Sorry, there's a young man called Leonardo da Vinci.
Who
he's probably heard of, who was leading the way in this field.
Yeah,
and he's like, well, that sounds like a good idea. Where can I go to study anatomy in Florence?
I need to be able to stab and cut, and it would be really best for everybody if the person didn't scream out. So maybe they should be dead. Oh, there just happens to be the Santo Spirito hospital nearby. I think maybe I'll work out a deal with them vis-a-vis I make something beautiful and artistic for you. You let me cut some bodies. You let me dexter them. And I don't know any of the details, but supposedly, and Vasari covered this in his biography, that during the 1490s, he was flaying dead bodies, learning, like you said, under the skin, the muscles, how things work. So clearly you can't be an artist until you cut another human being up. That's what I've learned that's my takeaway from all this.
Yeah. So this hospital is connected with the Church of Santo Spirito, and he befriended the prior of that church, the head of the church.
Right.
And as a return favor for allowing him to dissect bodies, he carved a wooden crucifix for the church, which most scholars accept is the one that's currently exhibited at the Santo Spirito.
Wow.
And I'm going to bring up an image of it for the people watching our YouTube channel.
Let me whip this up.
The people who aren't watching our YouTube, you're going to miss out. So there you go. There you go. Can you see that?
There we go. Yes. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? I mean, that's wood. Is that what you said a minute ago?
It is wood. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So it's
smooth.
It is amazing. And if you look, I'm zooming in. I don't know how this is going to come across in the telecast, as the kids say.
Right.
But you look at the definition on the body, and it's like his abs are nearly as good as mine, I got to say.
Would you say
Jesus?
Right. Yeah. No,
Jesus did kung fu 10 to 12 hours a week, I think, judging by that body.
well, I was going to ask
that's
you,
a kung fu bod.
is that torso? Is that torso? Is that a Pilates torso? Is that what's the other
Kung
one?
fu.
Tai
I
Chi?
think it's kung fu.
Kung fu. Okay. Well, yeah,
No,
I would know. I would
it's,
know.
It's a Wing Chun
All right.
body.
Cool.
Yeah.
Damn Jesus. Damn. He's got it going.
Yeah.
On. He's got it going.
Yeah, but he's still a bit of a twink Jesus. Like he's not a super muscly Mormon Jesus.
Right.
He's a bit of a twink Jesus,
Yeah.
hairless.
Yeah. Well, he shaves.
Honestly, you know, Michelangelo's sort of 17, 18 when he's doing this. This looks like a 17 or 18-year-old boy's body.
Yeah, he stood in a mirror. Yeah.
Yeah. Hairless, skinny,
Yeah.
taut.
Right. It's beautiful though.
But
the execution is beautiful.
It is beautiful. Yeah. It's
head to toe.
shiny.
Yes.
It's smooth. Like Jesus
like
has
butter.
what's that thing that you? What's that device you used to do ads for? The manscaping thing.
Oh yeah.
Jesus manscaped.
Yes.
I think we all know that.
Yeah.
He invented manscaping.
He did actually. Most people don't know that. Yeah.
Yeah. The Messiah needs to be
perfect,
hairless except for the head.
Now
it's. And the genitalia.
Yeah.
I think he's got some curls down there. Yeah.
Well, I think the follow-up question is if Manscaped kept him hairless, and by this they've done a magnificent job, who turned him white? That's the real question that I think everybody wants.
Oh, he suffered from the same disease that
Michael
Jackson had. Yeah, is the problem here.
It's a terrible affliction. We shouldn't be joking about it. But clearly, it turned him white.
It's terrible. Yeah,
I think it's
terrible.
called crackeritis. Yeah. I don't know.
Jesus's nose fell off too. I don't know if you knew that, but
I think I read that somewhere. Yeah, he went and it fell off. No, I get that. I get that.
Who was the rapper that wore a fake nose? Oh God,
this is new. This is new for me. This is new for me.
I'm just looking it up.
White guy.
Yeah. Humpty Hump.
Oh, really? I know the name, but I didn't know it was a fake name. I just assumed it was a fake name.
Humpty Hump, who I think he's also called Shock G, real name Gregory Edward Jacobs.
Yeah.
Died in 2021. Oh, that's sad.
Oh, that is sad.
He was the leader of the band called the Digital Underground.
Oh wow, okay.
And they had a big track called I Get Around, circa 1993, which is mostly famous because Tupac was on it. It was sort of Tupac's, before he broke through and became a solo rapper, Tupac was part of Digital Underground for a brief period.
Right.
And he does a verse on I Get Around. And that's kind of what broke Tupac, and he became big. He was sort of Humpty Hump / Shock G was Tupac's mentor. I think he produced his first album or co-produced Tupac's first album when he broke out.
Wow.
But yeah, this song I Get Around, it's great. I listened to it. It's a great film clip. Check it out, kids. If you've never seen it, go check out the film clip I Get Around. It's fucking bonkers, completely bonkers. And it's sort of like it was almost like a joke rap song, like it was like comedy rap,
right?
But Tupac's verse on it is just
I'd like to check that out.
Killer.
Should we mention real quick if it's okay?
Went from Michelangelo to Jesus to Humpty Hump,
to
Tupac.
I was more of a bystander. Okay. Anyway, should we mention that the life
via fake noses?
Exactly, it does.
Oh, Michael Jackson was in there too.
Well, yeah, fake noses is the on ramp to almost any conversation. The Hercules statue, as far as I know, has been lost.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should probably, but clearly the wooden Jesus, again, magnificent. The kid's 17, pretty fucking amazing. But the Hercules is gone, or at least it's disappeared.
The dimensions of that Jesus statue, by the way, 142 centimeters by 35 centimeters, which is 55.9 inches by 13.8 inches.
All right. So me, basically. All right. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. But
without, you don't need to, you don't need to,
not what you're packing, just your entire dimensions.
Okay. Let's move. off of my. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah, this one.
Well,
Yeah.
when medical professionals examined the carving of that Jesus statue a few years ago, apparently they determined it was a reproduction of a dead youth, about 14 years old.
Yeah. Wow.
So apparently there was a dead body at Santo Spirito, and he used that as his model. Just laid him out, probably nailed him to a cross. He goes, look, I got to be realistic here. Give me some wood, give me some nails.
Yeah. Michelangelo, and most people are going to be shocked by this. He goes, I don't have a good imagination, so I really had to nail him to a cross to get the visual. You know what I'm saying? So I don't apologize.
It's about the
for my art.
It's about the little things.
Yeah,
it's the details that matter when it comes to art. How does this nail penetrate the flesh? I need to know.
Exactly. And the other part of it is, how dedicated are you? Do you want to be the best? Are you tired of that cocksucking son of a bitch, Leonardo? Come on, up your game. And that's what he did with this dead body. So good for him.
Story of this Jesus statue is that it hung above the high altar of Santo Spirito until the early 17th century, when the altar was replaced with a more elaborate one, and Michelangelo's simple design was no longer deemed appropriate.
Right.
They wanted something flashier. They were like, Michelangelo's Michelangelo. It's like
Vegas it.
It's outdated.
Exactly.
Man.
That's old school.
We need something funky.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it was moved. And then after the French occupation in the late 18th century, and the sort of dissolution of the monasteries at the time, the crucifix was considered lost. But then it was rediscovered only in 1962 by German art historian Margrit Lisner. She was cataloguing Tuscan crucifixes, and it was hanging in a corridor at the convent, but it was so thickly overpainted that it hadn't been recognized for years. It just looked like some cheap piece of shit.
Isn't that amazing?
And she identified it as the Michelangelo work. It was doubted, but then it was cleaned and restored.
Yeah.
And today it's on display at the Casa Buonarroti Museum. Oh, cool. Where it remained until, it was put on there until December 2000, when it was returned to Santo Spirito. So,
now you want it.
If you're in Florence,
now you want it,
and you're looking for an early Michelangelo, go to the Casa Buonarroti Museum. Oh no, so to go to the Basilica of Santo Spirito.
Mm-hmm. So
I've got to make a note of that.
Yeah. So the carving,
things to do in Florence.
Absolutely, because we got to go back. So the carving had to leave to get famous and then come back. That's typical. Just like Jesus said, you can't be a whatever in your own hometown. You got to go on tour first. So but now they appreciate what they have. So it's a happy ending to that story.
Just making notes.
Please make
notes. Michelangelo statue of Jesus in the Basilica of Santo Spirito. Okay.
Did we mention, before we go on, that after Il Magnifico, Lorenzo died and Piero took over? I just want to make sure for the folks back home keeping up with the actual story and not the numerous tangents we've gone on tonight, that he had to make a decision, what's he going to, Michelangelo's father had to make a decision, where should my loyalty be? Who should I follow? So he's got that question running around his head while his son is carving the Hercules.
No, we did not mention that. Where did he land?
That's a really good question. I think he does decide to follow his patrons to Bologna. So he's like, you know what? I've stuck with him. I might as well keep sticking with him because people don't like people that change horses. You know what I'm saying? So he does follow them.
I thought you said his father was trying to decide.
Yeah, Michelangelo's
where his loyalty lay.
Father, after.
Yeah. Where did he land?
Bologna, as far as I understood it.
The father?
I mean, didn't the father follow him? I probably get my names mixed up.
What? No, what? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Michelangelo went to Bologna.
Oh, okay.
So,
sorry.
The Medici were finally kicked out of Florence in 1494, which reminded me, as I was doing all of this, we kind of stopped our Medici story, I think, with the death of Lorenzo il Magnifico, because then we picked up the Savonarola story and we told that. So we need to go back. I think after we do Mickey the Angel, we need to go back and do the next phase of the Medici story.
I'd be happy to,
because we haven't told this part of it.
Yeah,
now.
and we got to do
when we get to the end of this.
And we got to do the Borgias because I've been watching that with Jeremy Iron in it. Oh, fucking. Anyway, so we're going to be busy for the next couple of years.
So when the Medici were kicked out of Florence in 1494, Michelangelo was in a difficult situation, so he decided to follow them to nearby Bologna. Probably would have made more sense for him to go somewhere like Rome,
right,
which was the center, or the other center of Renaissance art at the time. Donatello, Brunelleschi had gone there, but he chose to cling to his current patrons.
Yeah.
He was apparently arrested and fined for illegally entering Bologna by the authorities there. But a Bolognese nobleman saved him.
Right.
Recognized him as a sculptor and had him released. Now, that's the way it was depicted in Condivi's biography.
Right.
50 years later.
Can you look at somebody and go, taxi driver, sculptor,
yeah,
dishwasher? I don't have that ability.
Yeah.
Okay.
Twink.
Bear. Oh, that's me. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. The Bolognese nobleman was Giovanni Francesco Aldovrandi.
His name.
He was a member of the ruling elite of Bologna and an ally of the Medici.
Oh.
So I suspect that somebody got word to the Medici, to Piero the Unfortunate, that Michelangelo had been nabbed, and he got this local guy to get him out. But for the following year, Michelangelo lived as a member of Aldovrandi's household.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And Aldovrandi arranged for him to carve some figures for the tomb of Saint Dominic, the founder of the Dominican order. And this was one of the most important monuments in Bologna, his tomb. Artists had been working on it for over a century.
It is important.
And it still wasn't finished.
Right.
A bit like our podcast series. It was a moving target.
We keep switching. Anyway, that's our fault. That's on us. Anyway, yeah. So
he's now around 20 years old, Michelangelo, and he worked on 3 small figurines over the course of a year.
Yeah.
And I might show you one of them, and then we'll do the others in the next episode, I think.
Show me, big boy.
Let me show you the Kneeling Angel.
Right.
Can you see that?
Oh, yeah. That is...
This is the Kneeling Angel by 20-year-old Michelangelo. Look at the curls of the hair, the feathers,
the details
on the wing. Yeah, just the folds in the cloth, the drapes of the robe here.
Yeah.
Over his legs.
I mean, I couldn't do this in 20 billion years, but look at the right foot and where the cloth is separate from the right. So he had to go up under the cloth. We don't know how much, but carve up under there to get the 3D. I mean, it is utterly magnificent.
Yeah. Like the amount of skill
that
this must take, and he's 20 years old.
Just knocking it out. Just fucking knocking it out.
Knocking this shit out. Even the expression on the face.
Yes.
Like this. Oh, okay. I zoomed out. He's looking at something here.
Yeah.
In the distance, his mouth is open, his lips are parted.
Yes. He's an arm. Or something.
Yeah.
Something overwhelming.
Going on.
Yeah. There's something intense going on here.
Probably saw my abs, and he was like,
"Whoa,
oh my God,
there is a God."
Cameron's abs.
Right.
That's what Chrissy says every night. Oh my God, thank you, Jesus.
And then she licks them. Anyways, let's move on.
Oh, hold on, I gotta take a minute now. Even like just the definition in the curls of the hair.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Imagine carving that out of fucking rock.
I need a
man.
chisel. No,
like
smaller one. A smaller one. God damn it, I said a small one, because I'm doing hair here. But it's amazing. 20 years old. Yeah.
It's really amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we've got a couple of other things that he did there, but I think we'll leave those for the next episode. His Saint Dominic sculptures.
Yeah.
And then he goes to Rome.
Yes.
Which we will also talk about in the next episode.